Are you thinking about making a move to Winston-Salem, North Carolina? I'm giving you the real inside scoop, things that people don't always tell you. Things like from the cost of living to taxes to traffic, allergy seasons, hidden gems that we have here, and even which neighborhoods would be the best fit for you. Hey, I'm Lisa Allen, a local realtor here in Winston-Salem, and I want to give everyone value and learn a little bit more about Winston-Salem and what all we have to offer here. So one of the reasons people choose Winston-Salem for their home is the affordability here. You can find homes here much cheaper than you can in larger metropolitan areas like Charlotte and Raleigh, even out of state. A $400,000 budget will get you a lot more home here, and so your money will go a lot further. Whether you're looking for a downtown loft or a historic home in West End area or a newer construction out in one of our great suburbs. Groceries, utilities, even healthcare are below national average, which stretches your money further also. Here's one thing that people don't always talk about is our property taxes. If you're living inside the Winston-Salem city limits, there are two taxes. You have the county, Forsyth County taxes, and then you have the Winston-Salem city taxes. So you're getting kind of a double dose of taxes. If you're outside of the city limit in Forsyth County or one of our suburbs, you just pay the county taxes and a little bit for the fire department, which is very important. So that's one thing you need to consider when you're looking inside or outside the city limits of Winston-Salem. And don't forget about homeowners association dues. Newer communities often come with homeowners associations. Sometimes you can go between $40 to over $100. So you want to make sure that you run the numbers and figure that into your monthly budget when you're looking at a house before you decide if you love that house with the big clubhouse in the neighborhood and the pool. Make sure you factor in your homeowners association payments. One other thing is some states don't have sales tax or state income tax. North Carolina we do, so just another FYI if you're moving here. Another thing about Winston-Salem is traffic around here. Traffic isn't bad until it is. Traffic is one of Winston-Salem's great secrets. Our commute times average around 20 minutes. So that's awesome if you compare it to larger cities like Atlanta, Washington, D.C., or Dallas or somewhere like that. It's a great commute time. Most of the time, it's smooth sailing, so you don't have anything to worry about. But there are times if you're on 421 or called Salem Parkway, certain times of the day, you're going to get stuck in traffic. 40 going in and outside of town, certain times of the day, you're going to get some traffic. If you're on Hansmall Boulevard between Thanksgiving and Christmas, just forget about it. Pack a lunch. You're going to be there for a little while with all the Christmas shoppers. Inside neighborhoods like Ardmore in the West End area, traffic isn't the problem. It's parking, because most of the time it's street parking. So if you want to live in those areas, you might have to circle the block a couple times to find a good parking spot there. But other than that, we have great traffic here. I lived in the Washington, D.C. area for a few years outside of college and thought, oh my gosh, people drive an hour and a half to work every day, just to work, and then an hour and a half back. I like my little 12-minute commute. I'll take it any day. One of my favorite things about Winston-Salem and North Carolina in a whole is that we get the 4 seasons of weather here. Spring is gorgeous with the flowers blooming, grass coming out, and just life coming back to the earth, it seems like. Summer times we could get a little hot and humid around here, but not as extreme as like southern or Florida or Texas or somewhere like that. In fall, especially, you can go up to Pilot Mountain or to the Appalachian Mountains and just see the beautiful changing leaves and the colors. It's just a great day trip to do that. In the wintertime, it's really not that bad, and we don't get a lot of snow. We do a little bit more in the mountains, but here in Winston-Salem, I think the average is about 6 inches a year. We got a little bit last year. I think the year or two before that, at least 2 years before, we didn't get any snow at all. So it's kind of hit or miss around here. But if you want a good snowfall, you're right there at the mountains, or in Virginia to go up to Winter Place or somewhere like that if you want to go do some snow skiing. The one thing people don't always talk about with the weather here in Winston-Salem is the allergies. We do get our spring allergies and our fall allergies, just different pollens and different things coming off the trees. So if you have any reactions to things like that, make sure you keep your Claritin handy and a box of tissues, because it is a real thing around here. I have to take something in the springtime just to get through that. So we do have our different kinds of allergies here. One great thing about Winston-Salem is the perfect blend of small town charm and big city perks. We are called the City of Arts and Innovation because of our strong arts district downtown and because of the medical research that we have that happens at Wake Forest University and Innovation Corridor. Downtown's art district has murals and art galleries, music spots, and the food scene here is amazing. Any type of cuisine that you would like, we've got it somewhere around here. Farm to table restaurants, craft breweries, and of course, North Carolina barbecue. You can't miss that when you come. There's always fun events going on around here. Right now we have the Carolina Classic Fair going on, and we have River Run Film Festival, Gears and Guitars, all kinds of local events that had happened. There's Southern Charm on the Farm at Tanglewood every year, and food truck events, music events, all kinds of good things around here. So you do get nightlife and a little bit of action here, but not like the huge metro cities. But the one thing that folks don't expect is this is not a nightlife city. If you are used to staying up and going to restaurants till 2 a.m. or something, we don't have that here. It's more of a quiet town. So if you're looking for something more late night and exciting, Winston-Salem might not be the best place for you. But if you're looking for something more laid back for families, retirees, or people just wanting a slower pace of life, that's actually the really good charm about this area. One of the things that makes Winston-Salem so unique is our kind of patchwork of communities. We have different communities and suburbs, and each with their own personality. And that makes it really unique around here. I've talked about the Ardmore and West End districts downtown, close to medical facilities. So people from Baptist Hospital and working at Novant or something, that's a great place for them to live. Buena Vista, beautiful stately homes with established trees and sidewalks, wonderful place to live. Downtown living, if you like that lifestyle, you get the restaurants and everything right there within walking distance. If you want more of a suburban lifestyle, look outside in our suburbs. We have Clemmons, Louisville, kind of slower paces of life, bigger yards, newer construction. Kernersville is another wonderful little town. It's kind of a commuter's dream right in between Greensboro and Winston-Salem. And if it's more land that you're looking for a more rural feel, more farm feel, we can check out Advance, Moxville, Rule Hall, or Paughtown areas for things of that nature. And here's the one thing people don't often tell you about when you're moving here. It's not about finding the perfect home. It's really about finding your perfect community and the place that you feel at home in. And that's where having a great realtor comes in handy. Something else you don't always hear about is how diverse Winston-Salem's economy really is. We have Wake Forest University, Atrium Health are the big healthcare employers in research, and we have Hanes Brand and its manufacturing facilities here. We've also got banking, manufacturing, and just a growing tech scene also. So whether you're moving here for a job or bringing your own business, Winston-Salem has a steady, diverse economy that's not just tied to one industry. And before we wrap things up, I'd like to mention a couple of our hidden gems. One of them is Salem Lake, beautiful lake with miles of walking trails around it. You can go kayaking, fishing, just right outside of downtown, beautiful area. Call Triad Eco Adventures. They can get you some paddle boarding there and rent you some bikes to go around. We have Tanglewood Park. You can go horseback riding, walking, dog park, just all kinds of fun things to do there, especially the Christmas lights. We love our old Salem with the cobblestone streets, and the history that is in that area is just amazing. So those are just a few extra places that make Winston-Salem special. Thank you for listening. Winston-Salem is such a wonderful place to live. But now you know a few of the little quirks and things that people don't tell you about, like the traffic and the allergies, things like that. But please don't let that hold you back from considering moving to our wonderful town and living here and just having a wonderful, nice, peaceful life. And again, if I can help you with anything, my contact information is below. I would love to help you guys